Yo, it's your boy Smoke back there in Madden video. In today's Madden video, we're gonna do a Jarvis Landry simulation. Now, Jarvis Landry just signed with the New Orleans Saints about a day and a half ago, I would say. And this is good for the Saints because they do need receiver help. Last year, they had one of the worst receiving cores in the league. So far this year, Michael Thomas is coming back from injury. They drafted Chris Olave. Now they signed Jarvis Landry, and this is another LSU guy that they have signed not too long ago. They signed Tyrann Mathieu. Now there will be a link in the description if you guys want to go ahead and see the Tyrann Mathieu simulation that I did and how much he impacted the Saints. But let's get into the Jarvis Landry simulation. So this is what the projected offense looks like. Wide receiver 1, Michael Thomas. Wide receiver 2, Jarvis Landry. Wide receiver 3, Chris Olave. Alvin Kamara, obviously the running back, and famous Jameis Winston is going to be the quarterback. The O-line did take a hurt from losing Armstead this offseason, but it's still looking all right. First game, they go ahead and they lose to the Packers 27-20. Now, if you remember last year, they absolutely stomped the Packers 38-3, but I feel like that was a fluke anyway. Looks like Andy Dalton actually came in for a pass. But anyway, Jameis Winston, 221 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers, 199 yards, 0 passing touchdowns, but 1 interception. A rating of only 59.4 for Aaron Rodgers. Let's go and check the rushing now. Aaron Jones with 96 yards and a rushing touchdown. Alvin Kamara with 83 yards rushing. Jameis Winston ran the ball a little bit, 40 yards for him. A.J. Dillon got a rushing touchdown. Looks like a no-name running back for the Packers also got another rushing touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 5 receptions, 72 yards. Jarvis Landry, 5 receptions, 67 yards, and a receiving touchdown. So he gets a touchdown on his first game with his new team. Looks like Michael Thomas got a touchdown, so did Marquez Callaway. Absolute big blowout loss here. The Saints get 45 and they hold the Panthers to only 3. Not only is that amazing offense, that is also amazing defense. So looks like they really earned that win right there. Although they were facing Sam Darnold, I don't think it's that hard to stop Sam Darnold. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at the stats. Jameis Winston, 4 passing touchdowns, still 1 interception. 295 yards. Sam Darnold, 0 passing touchdowns and an interception. Alvin Kamara, 124 yards rushing and 1 rushing touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 74 yards. Dwayne Washington, a rushing touchdown. Michael Thomas, 10 receptions, 149 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. Taysom Hill, 2 receiving touchdowns as well. It's kind of surprised to see. I don't think Taysom Hill is all that good, in my opinion. Jarvis Landry, only 2 receptions, 33 yards. So, in the big blowout win, Jarvis Landry did not contribute that much, but that's okay because he's done pretty good in the rest of the games. But mid-season here, let's go take a look at the stats. Jameis Winston, 1,908 yards, 18 passing touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. That's really good, especially for Jameis, considering he did have a major interception problem 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, around there. Anyway, rushing, 556 yards for Alvin Kamara and 6 rushing touchdowns. Tony Jones Jr. got a 1 rushing touchdown, and Jameis was the second leader in rushing. Michael Thomas with 558 yards and 6 receiving touchdowns. Taysom Hill with 341 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. Jarvis Landry with 338 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. Marquez Callaway with 252 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. Alvin Kamara kind of not doing that good receiving-wise for him. He normally does a lot better, but you got to think they brought in all these receivers. And Chris Olave, the first-round draft pick, is not doing all that great. So in this game right here, the Eagles win 24-21. So let's go ahead and check the passing. Jalen Hurts, two passing touchdowns, 1 interception, 268 yards. Jameis Winston, 1 passing touchdown, 1 interception, 142 yards. Pretty low on the yards for Jameis Winston. Alvin Kamara, 15 attempts, 144 yards, and a touchdown. That's absolutely a phenomenal game. I wish they would have given the ball more. Boston Scott, 60 yards. Kenneth Gainwell got a touchdown. Let's go check the receiving. Cole Beasley with 7 receptions, 92 yards. Dallas Goedert with 86 yards and a touchdown. Michael Thomas with 63 yards and a touchdown. A.J. Brown, the wide receiver they just drafted for, or traded for, got a touchdown. Jarvis Landry, only 3 receptions, 25 yards in this game. So that is the end of the season, and look at the team's success. They go 8-9. They were close to getting to the wild card spot, but they weren't quite there. They had a big push at towards the end of the year, though. They started finally racking up some games at the end of the year, but it wasn't enough because they didn't make playoffs. So let's go ahead and check the stats for the Saints here. Jameis Winston, 4,309 yards, 35 passing touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. That's good for Jameis Winston. It's kind of a little bit high in general, but that's still good. It's nothing to complain about, really. Alvin Kamara with 1,300 yards rushing and 14 rushing touchdowns. Tony Jones Jr. with 5 rushing touchdowns. Michael Thomas with 1,327 receiving yards and 13 receiving touchdowns. Jarvis Landry with 171 yards and 7 receiving touchdowns. Taysom Hill with 7 receiving touchdowns as well and 689 yards. Chris Olave, second half of this season, he started to do better. 637 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. Alvin Kamara still had a down year for receiving. He normally does a lot better. 365 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. Let's go check the defense. Quan Alexander led the league, or not the league, the team in tackles. Tackles for loss was Cameron Jordan with 19, and sacks was Marcus Davenport at 15.5, and then second was Cameron Jordan with 13.5. Interceptions was Marshawn Lattimore, then Bradley Roby, then Tyrann Mathieu. And again, guys, the Tyrann Mathieu simulation is a link down in the description. Also, another video that is a link down in the description is the Raiders Madden Ultimate Team theme team. I made a theme team with the Raiders. If you guys sound interested in either of those vids, I highly recommend you watch it. And I recommend you guys, if you guys like Madden 22 or football, which I'm assuming you did since you clicked on the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers before Madden 23 comes out. Your support can help us. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye!